Small, gentle daily movements can significantly improve strength, balance, and longevity after age 50 because the body responds far more powerfully to consistency than intensity. Many people believe they must commit to long workouts or join a gym to stay healthy, but the truth is that the human body thrives on repeated signals, not overwhelming stress. When you perform small movements each day, your joints stay lubricated, your muscles stay active, and your balance stays sharp. These movements act as a reminder to your body that it is still meant to move, bend, twist, and function smoothly. As we age, what we lose first is not strength, it's mobility. And what restores mobility is not heavy lifting or extreme routines, but small, mindful movements done with intention. Think of your body like a living machine that needs regular gentle maintenance. When you move consistently, even for just a few minutes a day, everything inside you works better. Muscles stay awake. Circulation improves. Your joints receive nutrients through movement. Your heart and lungs stay engaged. Your nervous system stays alert. These small actions compound over time, building a foundation for long-term vitality without strain or exhaustion. When you practice gentle daily movements, you're communicating with your body on a deeper level. You're saying, "I still need you. Stay active for me." And your body responds. The hips loosen. The spine becomes more flexible. The legs feel stronger. The shoulders feel freer. Many people over 50 think stiffness is caused by age, but in reality, stiffness often comes from not moving enough. The more you move, the more you maintain what you already have. And what's beautiful is that gentle movements are accessible to everyone, no matter their fitness background. You don't need to be an athlete or flexible or strong. You simply need to show up each day for a few minutes and let your body do what it was designed to do. These small movements also improve balance, which is one of the most important factors for healthy aging. Balance doesn't decline because we get older, it declines because we stop challenging it in simple ways. When you lift one foot gently, shift your weight from side to side, or rise onto your toes, your body activates the tiny stabilizer muscles that keep you steady. These are the muscles that prevent falls, make walking easier, and help you feel confident in your movements. Japanese elders understand this well. They don't train balance with special equipment. They train it through small movements woven naturally into daily life. And the result is a level of stability and fluidity that allows them to move comfortably well into their later years. Daily movement also boosts circulation, which is crucial for energy, healing, and longevity. When you move your body even gently, your blood flows more freely, carrying oxygen and nutrients to your tissues. Your heart doesn't need to work as hard, and your muscles receive the nourishment they need to stay healthy. Good circulation supports everything from joint health to brain function. It keeps you feeling alert, energized, and capable. This is why Japanese elders incorporate gentle movements throughout the day rather than sitting for long periods. Their bodies stay active, their minds stay clear, and their energy remains steady. Another powerful benefit of small daily movements is the preservation of muscle mass. Many people fear muscle loss after 50, but it doesn't have to be inevitable. When you perform simple movements like shallow squats, leg lifts, or heel raises, you maintain the muscle you have and slowly build more. These movements don't have to be demanding to be effective. Your muscles respond to them because they activate the essential fibers needed for everyday strength. This kind of strength is different from gym strength. It's functional strength, the kind that helps you pick up groceries, climb stairs, get out of bed comfortably, and live independently. Gentle daily movement keeps these muscles alive and active. Consistency also strengthens your joints in a safe, natural way. Joints need lubrication, and the only way they receive that lubrication is through movement. When you gently move your hips, knees, spine, or shoulders, you encourage the production of synovial fluid, which cushions and protects the joints. This reduces pain, prevents stiffness, and helps you stay mobile. It's no coincidence that cultures with long-living elders emphasize gentle daily movement. They understand that the key to longevity is not pushing harder but moving regularly. These movements also affect your mindset. When you take even a few minutes each day to move your body, you naturally feel more positive and confident. Movement releases tension, lowers stress, and lifts your mood. It reminds you that you are capable, that your body is still strong, and that aging doesn't mean slowing down, it means choosing the habits that support the life you want. A positive mindset grows naturally when you feel good in your body. And when you feel good, you make better choices in every part of your life, from your food to your sleep to your daily routines. Practicing small daily movements also creates momentum. Once you start moving a little each day, you'll likely find yourself more motivated to eat healthier, take more walks, stay hydrated, or get better sleep. These small habits build on each other. And it all begins with a few simple movements that require almost no effort but provide incredible value. Every time you stretch your arms overhead, shift your weight, lift your leg, twist your waist, or rise onto your toes, you're investing in your future self. You're strengthening the muscles that support independence. You're nurturing the joints that carry you. You're improving the circulation that keeps you energized. You're sharpening the balance that keeps you steady. You're reminding your brain that you are alive, active, and capable. And you're building a foundation of longevity that doesn't rely on gyms, equipment, or complicated routines. As we move through life, our brain quietly performs millions of tasks every second, tasks we never see or consciously feel, yet they shape the way we think, remember, move, and respond to the world around us. After the age of 50, the brain does something remarkable. It begins to adapt, reorganize, and compensate in ways that are far more intelligent and resourceful than most people realize. Many believe that aging naturally leads to cognitive decline, forgetfulness, or slow thinking, but science shows that the brain is far more flexible and capable than those old assumptions suggest. What truly matters is how we stimulate it, nourish it, and work with its natural rhythms. The brain is not a machine that simply wears out, it's a living organ that renews, rewires, and responds to how you treat it every single day. Even simple choices, like how you breathe when you wake up, the first thing you read in the morning, or how long you sit without moving, send signals that can strengthen or weaken your neural pathways. Many people underestimate the importance of daily mental habits, dismissing them as too small to matter. But the truth is that memory, clarity, awareness, and emotional balance are influenced not by rare big decisions, but by small, repeated actions that either sharpen or dull the mind over time. As the years pass, the brain becomes more selective. It starts filtering information differently, prioritizing meaning over noise, depth over distraction, and connection over chaos. This is why many people over 50 start craving peace, stability, and clarity rather than stress or drama. It's not a personality change, it's biology. The brain wants environments where it can focus, heal, and recover. Constant stress, unhealthy sleep, and digital overload disrupt this natural process, flooding the brain with signals that confuse its rhythm. When the brain is overwhelmed, it becomes harder to remember, harder to concentrate, and harder to feel emotionally steady. This is why protecting mental energy becomes more important with every passing year. Yet the solution is not to withdraw or isolate. True cognitive strength doesn't come from doing less but from doing the right things with more intention. Stimulating the brain through meaningful conversations, learning something new, reading, solving problems, or even doing daily tasks in new ways encourages neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to form new connections. Neuroplasticity doesn't disappear with age. In fact, several researchers have shown that adults over 50 can create new neural pathways faster when they actively challenge their minds with novelty, education, and creativity. The simple act of breaking a routine can cause the brain to wake up. Taking a different route on your walk, speaking with someone new, trying a new recipe, learning a few words in another language, or practicing hand-eye coordination with simple exercises, these small actions create tiny sparks of activity that add up over time. The more you stimulate the brain, the more resilient it becomes. Memory improves, reaction time sharpens, emotional control strengthens, and even confidence rises. People often don't realize how closely emotions and cognitive health are connected. When your brain feels strong, clear, and balanced, your mood improves. You feel more motivated, more purposeful, more capable. But when it's exhausted or neglected, the world can feel heavy, confusing, or overwhelming. This is why emotional wellness is not just a psychological topic, it's deeply physical and biological. The brain thrives on positivity, calmness, and a sense of direction. Just like muscles need protein to rebuild, the brain needs mental nourishment. Foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, minerals, and natural compounds support the health of neurons and help protect against inflammation, which is one of the major causes of age-related cognitive decline. Hydration plays a surprisingly important role as well because even mild dehydration reduces the brain's ability to focus and process information. Movement is another pillar of brain health, not because it strengthens the body but because it increases blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients while removing waste. A simple 15-minute walk can trigger the release of chemicals that improve memory, mood, and mental clarity. This is why many people notice that some of their best ideas come while walking. The body moves, the mind opens, and the brain becomes more creative. One of the most misunderstood aspects of aging is the belief that it is too late to change or improve. But the brain continues learning until the very last breath, and every day provides an opportunity to make it stronger. Even people who feel they have poor memory can dramatically improve it by training their brain with small practices. Associating names with images, repeating new information aloud, telling stories to others, practicing mental math, using the non-dominant hand for daily tasks, or recalling events from the day in order before sleep, all these habits sharpen neural connections that support long-term cognitive strength. The brain loves challenge, and when it is challenged regularly, it becomes more powerful. Sleep is one of the most critical factors in brain function. During deep sleep, the brain clears toxins, repairs cells, and organizes memories. Poor sleep is linked to forgetfulness, irritability, slow thinking, and increased stress. Protecting sleep quality after 50 is one of the best gifts you can give your brain. Even short naps can refresh mental clarity. Another overlooked aspect of cognitive health is social interaction. Conversations stimulate thinking, listening, emotional regulation, and empathy, all vital functions of the brain. Meaningful human connection nourishes the mind in a way that no supplement or device can. Loneliness, on the other hand, triggers long-term stress responses that slowly damage the brain, making social engagement just as essential as good nutrition and exercise. The brain also thrives when it has a sense of purpose. Having goals, routines, creative outlets, or reasons to wake up with intention strengthens cognitive pathways associated with motivation and emotional balance. Purposeful living is not about productivity but about meaning, feeling that your day matters, your actions matter, your voice matters. This sense of purpose creates chemical reactions that support mental well-being. Even small daily acts of meaning, such as caring for plants, practicing gratitude, helping someone, journaling, or learning something new, add up to create a stronger, healthier brain over time. When you understand how the brain ages, you don't fear the process anymore, you work with it. You learn to nourish it, challenge it, and protect it like the precious organ it is. Aging becomes not a decline but a transition into a wiser, more focused, more intentional chapter of life, where the mind continues to grow, evolve, and adapt in extraordinary ways. The human heart is one of the most extraordinary organs in the body, quietly beating more than 100,000 times a day without you ever having to think about it. After the age of 50, the heart begins to respond differently to stress, diet, sleep, and physical activity, yet many people continue living as if their heart is the same as it was at 25. What truly changes is not the heart's strength but its sensitivity. It becomes more reactive to lifestyle choices, more influenced by small habits, and more dependent on consistent daily care instead of occasional bursts of effort. People often believe that heart health is only about avoiding bad foods or taking medication, but the truth is much deeper. The heart is influenced by your emotions, your breathing patterns, your thoughts, your morning routine, the quality of your sleep, and the level of movement you maintain throughout the day. Every time you rush, every time you get angry, every time you forget to hydrate, every time you sit for hours without moving, your heart receives a signal. Over years, those signals accumulate and shape the heart's long-term behavior. What many people overlook is that the heart and brain constantly communicate with one another. When your heart rate is stable, your mind feels calm and clear. When your heart becomes irregular or stressed, your thinking becomes foggy, impulsive, or anxious. This is why heart health is not only about preventing disease, it is about preserving your emotional stability, your memory, your energy, and even your personality. People over 50 often begin to notice subtle changes such as shortness of breath when walking upstairs, slower recovery after physical activity, or feeling more tired at the end of the day. These are not signs of weakness, they are messages from the heart asking for better care. The heart wants rhythm, balance, and consistency. Sudden extremes, like overeating, skipping meals, drinking too much caffeine, or sleeping too little, create stress that the heart struggles to absorb as easily as it once did. When these habits continue for years, the heart becomes overworked and begins to show signs of fatigue. One of the most surprising truths about heart health is that the heart adapts to your lifestyle faster than you think. Just a few days of improved hydration can increase circulation. A few minutes of daily deep breathing can reduce blood pressure. A simple walk after meals can stabilize blood sugar and help the heart pump more efficiently. Strength training twice a week can improve heart resilience by increasing the body's ability to manage physical stress. Yet most people underestimate these small daily habits and look for big solutions instead. They try extreme diets, push themselves too hard at the gym, or rely solely on medication. But the heart responds best to gentleness, routine, and slow, steady improvement. It likes predictable rhythms, regular meals, consistent sleep times, calm mornings, movement spread throughout the day, and emotional balance. When you create a stable environment for your heart, it rewards you with steadier energy, clearer thinking, and a greater sense of well-being. Breathing is another powerful tool for heart health. The heart follows the breath. When you breathe slowly and deeply, the heart slows down and relaxes. When your breathing becomes shallow or fast, the heart speeds up. Most people breathe automatically without paying attention, yet conscious breathing can reduce decades of accumulated tension. Practices like inhaling for 4 seconds, holding briefly, and exhaling slowly activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which signals the heart that it is safe. This is why people who meditate, practice yoga, or simply take a few minutes every morning for breathing exercises often have lower blood pressure and a calmer heart rhythm. The breath acts as a bridge between the mind and the heart, allowing you to influence your cardiovascular health without any equipment, medication, or cost. Movement is one of the heart's favorite forms of communication. The heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it becomes stronger when used properly. However, the key is not intense exercise but consistent movement. Walking, stretching, climbing stairs, gentle strength training, dancing, or even active housework improve circulation, reduce stiffness, and help control weight. What matters most is avoiding long periods of sitting. When you sit for hours, blood flow slows, the heart works harder to pump, and inflammation increases. Simply standing up and walking for 2 minutes every 30 to 45 minutes can dramatically improve heart function. People often think they need a gym membership to take care of their heart, but the truth is that regular movement throughout the day is far more powerful than a single workout. Nutrition plays a large role in supporting the heart as well. Foods rich in antioxidants, fiber, omega-3 fats, and natural minerals help reduce inflammation and support healthy arteries. Hydration keeps the blood thin enough to flow easily. Too much salt, sugar, or processed food creates strain on the heart by forcing it to work harder to maintain balance. After 50, the body becomes more sensitive to spikes in blood sugar and fluctuating blood pressure, so eating smaller, balanced meals can help the heart stay stable. Even the timing of meals matters. Eating too late at night forces the heart to work when it should be resting. Eating too quickly triggers stress responses in the body. The heart prefers meals eaten slowly, calmly, and mindfully. The heart also needs high-quality sleep to recover. During deep sleep, blood pressure drops, inflammation decreases, and the heart repairs damaged cells. Poor sleep increases stress hormones that strain the heart throughout the next day. Many people ignore sleep issues, assuming they are normal with age, but improving sleep can dramatically improve heart function. Even a short afternoon nap can benefit the heart by reducing tension accumulated during the day. What many people don't realize is that the heart holds memories. Emotional experiences are stored in the heart's rhythm, influencing how it reacts to future stress. This is why unresolved emotions or long-term worry can physically exhaust the heart. Releasing emotional tension, practicing forgiveness, expressing your feelings, or finding healthy outlets for stress can help the heart regain balance. The heart loves harmony, so anything that brings peace to the mind also brings strength to the heart. As people age, the heart becomes more honest. It tells you exactly what it needs. If you feel pressure, fatigue, or tightness, it's a message to slow down. If you feel light, energetic, and stable, it's a message that your habits are supporting your health. The heart rewards consistency and gentle discipline. You don't need perfection, just daily attention and care. When you listen to the heart, support it with healthy habits, protect it from emotional overload, and give it the movement and nourishment it needs, it becomes not only stronger but more efficient, more resilient, and more capable of carrying you through the years ahead.